Hello there my YouTube friends and fans, welcome back to Elden Ring. I finally made it to the crumbling Forum Azula and had a fun time exploring until I ran into this area here, which is the Dragon Temple side of Grace before the boss fight. And I was like, oh god, I can't take these guys out. I was always kind of like 80-90% and then they killed me. And I was like, I can't continue here. But you know what, you don't actually have to take them out. If you're fast enough, you can just run past them and ignore them. But I found out that this is actually a good area for just practicing your skills and also testing out new weapons. So now that I finally know that I can just pass by them, I have a much easier time if I have to redo the boss fight, because, you know, you definitely most of the time have to do the boss fight many times before you succeed, and until you actually learn the moves of the boss. So I don't know how many times I tried here, probably 5 or 6 times I think, and I finally feel like I think I know what I'm doing here. So I am summoning my Mimic tier, which is fully upgraded, which I think is crucial if you get into the end game here now. And I have the Death Poker as my weapon, and also have the Swarm of Flies. And I was trying to use the Swarm of Flies only, but when my summon died, that became really tricky and kind of made it impossible. So I decided to just kind of not do the Swarm of Flies until it becomes necessary. And also try to stay away from this black flame tornado that he throws at you. Even though the shield cannot fully block it. I have 100% shield fully upgraded and it still gives me health damage. And that's usually what killed me, because you don't see that coming a lot of times and can't avoid it. Especially because there's 2 of them. So I just thought, okay, I'll let my summon handle the one boss and I'm handling the other one, and if we're a good team, we should be able to do it. And so far this practice seems to work out real well. And oh yeah, stay away from this crumbling building here, or this crumbling structure, because that killed me once too, literally. So what really confused me is I was focusing on this big health bar on the bottom like you do usually with all the bosses, but this is a duo and they share this health bar. So I knew that my summon is soon gonna die, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I can do this by myself once my summon is gone. I still have half to do. We're only halfway through, but when you actually look, you can see that one of them is already dead, and the fat guy that's still alive has like 10% left. So when this actually happened, boom, I was literally speechless. I was like, wait, what? How did this just happen? So I had to watch this video over and over to see how this really happened, but it happened. This boss fight ended up being so much easier than I expected. Yeah, I know I always say that, but I guess I always expect the worst. But the best about this boss fight was, besides getting the Black Flame Tornado Ash of War, we now finally have the Minor Spellbearing 4 for Smithing Stones 7 and 8. So you can get unlimited Smithing Stones 7 and 8. And with that, I have access to all Smithing Stones to upgrade my weapons as much as I want. Isn't that awesome? So after defeating this boss, you finally have access to the rest of the map, which means you have to fight a few things, and then you get to this balcony and this set of stairs, which takes you up to a big bridge, which has the boss door on one end, and on the other end, it takes you to some great loot, like down there somewhere. And I actually accidentally discovered something down there, and that is the legendary Talisman, which is called Old Lord's Talisman. So you go down there and you found the trunk, and I definitely tell you, go down there before you go into the boss fight, because I don't know if once you defeat the boss, if you can come back here. And also there is this hidden guy here that you have to watch out for. And then you can also go to the left here. I think there's another golden rune or something. And there's another guy there, so be careful. But only one guy. And then you just slip down this ladder. And then, yeah, the trunk is in this tower there, but it looks like there's nobody here, but that's very deceiving because, you know, I was like, well, that's a little too quiet for my taste. But as you can expect, this is going to change quickly. So I'm just trying to open the chest real quick, so at least it's open, because if I die and have to come back, I don't have to do that again. So not only have I about 4 trolls on my neck, but also an NPC invader, which is definitely way too much. And I am pretty sure that I probably won't survive this if I try to tackle them all at once. So I just kind of head back to the ladder to just kind of use this as a safety in case I have to escape. And the invader disappears. Alright, so now I only have to deal with the trolls, and even though they are pretty strong and there are many of them, if they keep at a distance, I can use my swarm of flies. And this worked actually super well. They never tried to charge me, they always stayed at a distance, and I was able to slowly move towards them, taking out one by one until I got the last guy down. And the reason I did that is because I was kind of trying to get ready here for the invader now to come back. I wanted it just be the invader and me, and not have all those trolls bugging me while I'm trying to take out the invader. So I go back to the chest, and it looks like the chest is open actually, and I can grab the talisman, and I'm like, okay, where's the invader? Isn't he supposed to appear now? So the invader never showed up, so I don't know what happened to him. He did not die or anything, because I would have gotten a message or something that I defeated him. So I don't know, it may be bugged out or something, but if you want to try the same thing, take out all the trolls, and that may be a way to get rid of the invader and casually take the talisman. Another cheese? I don't know, maybe, maybe not. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.